The purpose of this video is to remind the people of my generation, around the age of 18, that individualism is something we need to keep hold of, that we need to not throw away, because with it we can do major changes and stuff like that that we believe is necessary. And I will explain this further in the video, but it's the main purpose of this whole video is just to say, look, people of my age, we still need it. We just have to make sure we know how to use it. We need to find our control. And so, here we go. A positive effect of individualism on our economy would be innovation. That new thoughts, new ideas, and new views create new inventions, new businesses, new ways of looking at our economy. A perfect example would be Thomas Edison, the creator of the light bulb, the phonograph, and motion picture. And by affecting all these fields with these new inventions that he made, he brought in new ways of generating cash flow, and doing so create a more sustainable economy. And he also revolutionized our own lives. He made the light bulb, for example, which made it easier and more sustainable for us to live. So here's a short clip of the man who did it.
By industrializing the process of invention, Edison was able to amass over 1,000 patents in his lifetime. Patents on such building blocks of the modern age as the incandescent lamp, the phonograph, and the motion picture camera.
A positive effect of individualism on ourselves is the capability to motivate and make change. And the best example for this would be Martin Luther King Jr., the spearhead for the 60s civil rights movements. This man, by himself, was so powerful, so motivational, so inspiring, that people saw that it can be true, that it can happen. And he made it happen with his own words, with his own actions. He created change. And it shows that such an individual can make such an impact on our civilization. It's almost unrealistic. But it can happen because of how motivational he was, how powerful his beliefs were, his views were. It struck everyone so much. And so here's a short clip to explain what I'm meaning by this, from one of his most remembered speeches.
Live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Shining city built of gold, a far cry from innocence. There's more than meets the eye around here. Look to the waters of the deep.
Now, a negative effect of individualism on our economy would be the power of greed. The want to better yourself and ruin others in the process financially. A perfect example for this would be Bernie Madoff, the last well-known person to be arrested for a Ponzi scheme. He, ironically speaking, made off with $50 billion of other people's money. And in doing so, he ruined them financially. which in turn ruins our economy, because we are the supports for our economy. And so when those supports are taken away, our economy drops. So, without even trying, he did hurt our economy by hurting others. And so here's a video clip from a news station talking about his arrest.
Thousands of investors who may have lost up to $50 billion, according to Madoff himself. The former NASDAQ chief allegedly confessed to his own sons that his investment business was a fraud.
Oh, my goodness, yes. They're not only worse off than when they started, many of them are destitute at this point.
Evil face that twists my mind and brings me to despair.
A negative effect of individualism on the people or the public would be twisted views. The chaotic, the psychopathic, and twisted ideas of individuals that no one should follow. A perfect example would be Charles Manson, the convict who was in and out of prison until the murder of Cheryl Tate, which was done by the cult they led known as the Family. And even though his ideas were captivating, motivating, in some twisted, odd way, no one should follow them. Because it would just lead to death, destruction, complete madness. It started a race war while he was out. I mean, is that proof enough of what we should not follow? I mean, that it just makes sense not to follow something like that. With ideas and views like that, it's absolutely sensible not to follow.